Warning, you are about to see a review of one of the worst movies on Netflix. And just so you know, there is a lot of foul language and random pop culture references. Extra special warning! Our hosts do no research in preparation for these movies. They are just two cynical experts in bad film. They think just because they have 10 years of bad TV under their belts, they are qualified to review these horrible movies.
Well, it must be Tuesday again, YouTubers, because once again we're back with one of the worst movies on Netflix!
Oh, and this one's crazy.
We brought the beer back for this one. We had to.
We brought everything back for this one, even heroin.
Of course we don't do heroin. No, so if we did heroin, we'd be nodding out right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be much of a show, because we'd be like, okay, this is one of the worst.
Anyway,
you really did do heroin.
Our movie this week is Mutant Girls Squad. Bird, while watching the beginning of this movie, called this movie our next gem. I don't know about that. He doesn't know about that anymore, but it is a crazy, crazy Japanese film.
How do you know it? You don't know. I walked out of this movie. I couldn't take it.
We'll get into that later. So normally during this part of the week, I try to explain the plot to you, give you a little synopsis. Well, that ain't happening this week. Here's what I can tell you. There's this schoolgirl turns 16, realizes she has mutant arm powers for some reason. Wires come out and becomes bulletproof. She gets recruited by the Hilko Girls Squad, whatever. I think Hilko equals mutants. And then they are used as terrorists to attack humans in a war or something. I am getting way too
into it.
Yeah, because it's not worth it. It's really not. Let's just move on to something else.
We're not going to try to explain to you the plot. We're just going to tell you shit that was in it.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
Okay, so here we go. We're not going to do this really in any order because it's worthless for us to try to figure out the order of this.
We can't do it in any order.
This are fucked up things that happened in this movie. The very first shot of this movie is dick nose samurais. They have like dick noses. And out of those dick noses, they shoot bullets. So they're dick nose guns. Bow, 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 bow. One of the mutant girls from the Mutant Girls Squad blows a dude's dick nose and his fucking head explodes. So just like all the other movies in this genre of Japanese film, it's all about the over-the-top gore. You know, like when you cut somebody's head off, you know, like this. You know, it's all about the 10-foot tall fucking geyser of blood. In this movie, their mutant powers are they call their treasures. And there are multiple mutant powers for multiple different people in this movie. Rin, she had the weird arm thing.
Claw hand.
Her dad, though, when she found out he had mutant powers, had weird growth thingies on his tits.
He looked like he had Quado on his titties and his cock.
Well, at one point, they pan down and he's got some weird growth on his fucking pecker, and he says, "That's not my pecker."
He actually says it.
It's a growth, or it's a whatever. But he doesn't say it because it's subtitled at the bottom.
He went,
"That's not my pecker."
Ajabaje, kaka, poka, mokomeki.
Well, whatever. Let's get into the other mutant powers. The one chick she was big breast maid or something, I think they called her, and she had sword tits. Her tits were there, and then, pow, swords come out.
She was like this.
Yeah, and she had two of them. That was a mutant power. There's a cheerleader that has "I love Texas" across her chest. And her exact line is, "My treasure is my ass chainsaw." She bends over and a chainsaw comes out of her ass. One of the other powers, some chick grows little mini arms out of the side of her head. That's her power. She has little arms. And at one point in the movie, her head
comes off.
Sprouts legs, comes off, and runs away. What were some of the other mutant powers that some of these girls had? I'm trying to think right now, but I can't remember.
I'm trying not to remember. I want this movie out of my memory forever.
After Rin finds out that her dad's a mutant and that she's a mutant, the Dick Nose Samurais come and they kill Mom and Dad.
Oh yeah. Oh, they didn't just kill Mom.
Her whole head explodes. 10-foot geyser of blood shoots out.
She was like, "Kakamucha," and I was like,
the Dick Nose Samurais go, "Hi-ya!" and chop Dad's head off, and it flies through the air and lands on a cake.
Perfectly on the cake.
And not only does it land on the cake, he controls his headless body. He's sitting there talking, making his Stop it. His headless body move around and kick all the other guys' ass that are still there, the dick-nosed samurais, so Rin can escape.
That's what he said, though.
So Rin is in school before she finds out she's a mutant, and she's really getting bullied by these 3 or 4 other schoolgirls.
Randomly, yeah, you know.
And she gets bullied in class or whatever, and then the girl comes up to her in the hallway and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry for the way I treated you because my family doesn't love me and blah, blah, blah! And fucking pushes her down the fucking steps.
Oh, yeah, dude. She karate cocked her down there.
I don't know what it is about Japanese movies, but behind everything in Japanese movie, there seems to be a layer, a lightly veiled, I don't even think it's veiled, I don't understand it, but a layer of fetish behind everything.
You think?
Oh, let's have a schoolgirl fight a nurse that has tentacles and an aardvark nose.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I think there's some creepy Japanese dude right now going, and after Rin finds out that she has these mutant powers, she kind of goes on a rampage and kills a whole fuck ton of innocent people. I mean, these innocent people are all trying to kill her just because she's a freaky mutant.
But the whole town, just everybody, garbage men, fucking people that make cakes, everybody just came out of nowhere and tried to kill her.
Yeah, she killed a couple in a bakery, all kinds of stuff.
All over the street, they were just coming out of nowhere. Don't know. That's gonna be saying a lot during this movie. I don't know.
This movie is nothing but an excuse for fetish, schoolgirl outfits, and 10-foot geysers of blood. That's all this movie is. And as Bird said, this movie takes shock to a whole new level. Yes. I've seen movies like this before, so I wasn't too shocked, but he was
you
affected.
see another movie with fucking blade titties or chainsaw asses.
Well, I've never seen a movie with sword boobs or chainsaw asses.
Or transvestite Robin Shoe looking.
Oh yeah, we forgot about this. The guy that runs the Mutant Girls Squad, Hilko Squad, whatever the fuck they're called, is some kind of crazy transvestite dude. And this crazy transvestite dude has a stomach sword. That's his mutant power. It comes out, but he can't get it up. It's like, it's just some big hunk of flesh.
It looked like the tongue from Little Shop of Horrors. I was waiting for it to go, feed me, Shadow Kim.
Well, this movie had me saying, what the fuck a lot, but not an angry what the fuck like creature. Just more,
what the fuck is going on?
Sword boobs, what? Ash chainsaw, what?
Connie Chung drag, what?
Tentacles, anteater, what?
All kinds of what? Dick nose shooter, what? What's going on?
As they're fighting and blah blah blah, tentacles up asses, swords in asses, chainsaws cutting down faces, you know, it's all fetish. I'm telling you, it's all fetish. Tentacles and assholes and chainsaws and fucking vaginas and swords and vaginas.
And swords and asses coming down, swords going in asses, all kinds of fetish going on.
And there is one set of titties in this film, a couple shots of that set of titties, but they're barely titties.
No, not really.
And that chick has some mutant power where she cuts herself and throws fireballs.
Yeah. And then Connie Chung, who, like, for some odd reason, morphed into Robo Transvestite and had big titties on its side of his head.
And guess what those titties did? They squirt acid breast milk.
Oh!
At one point, to stop the Mutant Girls Squad, they bring out Raiden. And what is Raiden, you might ask? Please. Some little dude painted silver with plastic things attached to him.
Yeah, and they didn't cover every part, because every time he moved, you could see his real skin on this side.
Yeah, it was pretty laughable. And at one point, they have this slow motion shot of Rin and the other 2 girls running, but Rin runs a little fucked up. She's kind of like... And then at one point, this movie becomes an orgy of weird Japanese music and death. Like, just all of the Mutant Girl Squads minus Rin are going around killing everybody. Slicey, blood.
With music
and
going,
weird.
But, you know, more dubstep.
So the transvestite whose belly sword didn't work right finally gets it to work, and you know what the line said? My belly sword has a hard-on. That's what the line said. My belly sword had a hard-on.
Has a hard-on.
At an hour and 15 minutes, Bird walks out of this movie and leaves me alone to deal with Mutant Girls Squad and the breast milk acid shooting transvestites and the breast swords and the whatever. So I'm going to try to explain to him the ending of the movie, what he missed, what you watched.
Hey, in my defense, I wasn't having it anymore. I couldn't do it. And if you watch this movie, you'll know why.
So, the fire shooting girl cuts her hands and her feet off. And they launch at the tentacled, aardvark-nosed nurse. And they beat her up while flying through the air.
Okay.
They blow up the tranny somehow. I don't even remember because I don't care.
Okay.
20 more gallons of fucking blood.
Titty head tranny?
Yes, titty head tranny. 20 more gallons of blood. Blah, everywhere. And they do all of this. They kill all of the Mutant Girls Squad and the tranny to save the Prime Minister, which I forgot to mention that the tranny kidnapped the Prime Minister.
Oh no.
So, they kill the tranny, save the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister is like, I don't want to be saved by you mutant scum. And they kill the Prime Minister right there. End of movie. So that was Mutant Girls Squad.
Oh.
And we're about to give our reviews. What's your review, Bird?
2 cockamooches down.
And mine is 2 10-foot-high geysers of blood shooting through the air. And next week we're going to do a teenage sex comedy called Barely Legal.
Oh.
Can't be any crazier than this. Can't be any worse than Creatures. So that's this Tuesday for another Worst Movies on Netflix.
I'm sweaty.
Me too.
That's great, dude. You ain't not gonna make sense of this movie. You're not even about to go, well, the plot was...
Well, that was kind of the point.
Japanese people are really weird. Because we dropped the bombs on them.
If you notice, every time Bird says anything in this review that's supposed to be from Japanese, it's Kakamusha?
Kakamucha? I almost kakamusha my nuts. Kakamucha? Kakamusha? Kakamucha! The sun will come out tomorrow.
Cause we're watching Mutant Girls Squad today.
Oh!
Today! Cause I'll sweat through a suit.
The great YouTube eye always watches.
It does. It's like Saron.
Yeah.
We cannot take out Saruman, the great eye of YouTube.
A little insider information for the outtakes. I have 2.5 pages of notes for this movie. 2.5. We're prepared for Mutant Girls Squad. After our creature review with no beer and how angry we were, got a little cooler up in our 95-degree room with beer in it, so we're prepared for this one.
I gotta drink every time I do one of these now. And the next one you're gonna be like, I gotta shoot him some heroin, dude, before we do this. And the next one you're like, dude, I gotta hurry him do some coke real quick before we do it.
Would the coke come
Christ.
before the heroin?
I don't know. You might do a little mixture. You're like, I gotta do heroin.
No, that'd be the last, the speedball. I'm gonna do a little speedball in the bathroom before we do fucking mutants from beneath the sea.
Like, I don't know.
Realizing she has mutant arm power. Normally, during this part of...
Every time you go to talk, you're like, and then boom, 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 and the thunder cracks. Son of a bitch. Yeah, because you know what? We're doing this in a room. We're not doing
A
this in
teeny tiny little room.
We're not doing this in no soundproof studio.
Because we're the Force channel on YouTube.
I hope that one of them.
So we better hurry up. They have like these dick noses.
Oh, I spilled beer on myself. Gotta talk about it now. Bring it on out now.
Okay, okay.
Let's just do it. No.
Okay, whatever.
No,
Fucking hit that
we're on
button.
this now. Talk about it. Talk about Bob Johnson. How inadequate it is. Right on the way. You fuck. I'm your friend. I'll never talk about your genital problems.
Did I ever make you that promise? Ever?
No, you didn't.
Did I ever make a promise that I would not berate your genitals on the internet?
Berate?
Slander your genitals,
Slander.
if you will.
Do not slander my genitals. After so long, I feel the wind. No. Achoo! chibba chum chang, a jinga chang, a chubba chum chang, a ding a dang dang. There, how about that? As long as the Japanese know that I'm an asshole, they can just take it from that. They can walk up like, oh, you're asshole.
But he's an asshole to everybody, not just Japanese people. For the second review in a row, there has been sweat appearing through my shirt.
Cause you're a sweaty fat hog.
It's too fucking hot in here.
You're just husky.
And I'm not husky, I'm fucking fat. I hate the words husky, big bone, fluffy. No, you're fat. I'm fat. He's fat, and you're fucking fat.
Yeah.
You're not husky. You're not big boned. You're not fucking fluffy.
You're fat.
You're fat.
Fat fuck. I'm the terms with it.
We have.
Fatty.
I'm not sure looking back on this, filming this review, but did it make any sense, dude, or did we just drunkenly ramble just for like 12 minutes?
I think we did. Fuck! Suck! Conkasmo!
We're on YouTube, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, Japan! I love the Japan people. Go me, go you, or some shit. I don't want to go to Japan, dude. I never want to ever go to Japan, ever. Try good. Nice.
What do you think? Wait. If you were on acid while watching this movie, your head would literally explode.
Oh, yeah.
I never wanted to see Willem Dafoe penetrate anybody, ever.
This movie was so crazy.
This movie was crazy, but it took the pain of Creature away.
It did take the pain of Creature away.
I'm not angry.
Because I'm not angry. I'm just, like, emotionally damaged from watching this fucking movie.
But a sword goes into somebody's vajayjay. And that was Worst Movies of